you just have an FWD clerk moment, Sheriff?
Yeah, that's what I tried to hit, man.
Okay.
What's the other word for that?
Well, he was going Mandela effect, and he threw it over my head.
Wait, what? Mandela effect? Man, never heard that.
Yeah, only URP can keep up with Mags.
No, I never heard that. That must be another FWD to clerk effect. Mandela effect. Okay, not sure about that, but okay.
Pop is popping and locking. Magnum scrutinizing. Papa Max Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 22 of the Poppin' Mags Pinecast. Mags, we're up to 143 days since we've been told we can take our NFTs off a Thetadrop in a few weeks.
Yeah, isn't that redundant? I mean, don't you just say it's been a few weeks? I mean, we all know 143 days is a few weeks, right?
It's the same thing. Yeah.
It's potato.
I actually did see that there was a little bit of back and forth about this week, and Matthew Tessitore from the Theta team on Discord happened to mention that it's probably going to be delayed a bit now because the dev that's working on removing the NFTs from Thetadrop is on paternity leave. So congratulations to him on being a father. But yeah, no, it'd be nice to get these things off a Thetadrop. So,
well, I mean, all right, this is gonna sound stupid, but yeah, agree. Congratulations, shout out. But it was already delayed anyway. So
yeah, it was already delayed. This
is a delay to a delay. So why don't they just say coming soon?
Yeah, coming soon, right? Hey, Katy Perry third drop has been coming soon for quite a while.
Right, and then I don't know if you saw this. This was breaking news from not Young Hollywood, but Kyle Coin. Did you see this?
I did, but I paid it no mind. I wasn't.
It says it's coming soon.
Well, anybody can make a coin, you know. It's not a difficult thing to do.
But Kyle Coin, yeah. Are you gonna pick up Kyle Coin?
I mean, you gotta get at least a couple for your wallet, right? Just to say you have them. And
when they say coming soon, you know what that means. So
8-9 months. I don't know.
If ever.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm bullish though, not financial advice. So.
All right. Well, speaking of Thetadrop, you know, we got there's another drop on Friday, a movable feast. Did you dig into that one?
I did not, sir. No.
You know, I did not either, but I do appreciate it. It does seem like Thetadrop is trying to get a little more worldwide, I guess you would say. This was all about an Indian artist, I believe. I think the drop is even, what is it, in rupees? Is that what they're?
You got $30.
Me. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it. But hey, hopefully we get a couple people in here. Looks like the limited edition ones all sold out in a hurry. So hopefully the open mints do pretty well too. Keep an eye on it.
I don't have any opinion on that at all. I just think there's just too much, and I think they're trying to. I think Thetadrop's what's the expression? They're squeezing juice out of a stone or something.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna bring in a famous Indian artist to drop NFTs, you would hope that, you know, his crowd would come with it.
Right.
The average Thetadrop user doesn't know this person or anything about it.
Okay.
There wasn't really any lead up to it either. It was just kind of dropped.
Well, there's a test case for this because we had international mega pop star Katy Perry, and she literally brought, like our fans, tens and tens into Thetadrop to sign up to purchase her NFT in the hopes of the Nostalgia Store also coming soon. So
yes, looking forward to the Nostalgia Store coming soon. TM.
Oh God. so that's that.
Yeah, we'll see. We're still in beta. We're all in beta. So just giving these things give it a chance.
Some are a little more in beta than others, though. So
double beta,
double secret beta probation.
There you go. Well, we kind of dropped the ball the last couple of weeks on a relatively major Secret Pineapple Society announcement. I'm shocked that you allowed this to happen. I blame you.
Well, I put a note after I was editing 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago for the episode 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, Sheriff, we didn't mention this," and you're like, "Oh, well, let's make sure we talk about it on next week's episode," and didn't happen.
Well, we all know what happened to your notes, right? They just end up in the garbage or the recycling.
Yeah, my notes are useless.
But hey, anyway, we would just throw out the congratulations to the new SSS members, right? We got Char, we got Chef, and we got Daz, right?
Yep, that's right. 3
very worthy pineapples as far as I'm concerned, and a nice variety of time zones included in there.
Yeah, and they're very active. They've been active
absolutely
on the Discord, long before,
and Twitter,
and Twitter, obviously, yes, but while managing their life, so I can't even figure out my life. That's probably why I'm not as active on the Discord, but yeah, great selection.
Well, you might not be active on Discord, but you're active on the canisters.
Yeah, I picked up a few.
Yeah, just a standard week.
I opened 4 this week, 3 last night or yesterday. So
I think I know which one of those your favorite was. Happened to be wearing a Bond suit.
Yes. Yeah.
That was your favorite.
And that was the lowest ranking one.
Oh, it was the lowest ranking? I was going to ask
yeah.
Because there's another one that if you just look at it quick, you would not expect it to be ranked as low as it is.
Which one's that?
Or would you? Oh, you do?
Oh, are you talking about the Bond?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about the hot dog.
The hot dog. Oh, yeah. Low ranked. Yeah. There's only like 27 hot dogs. 26.
Well, and also the hat, the beanie hat is very rare.
The beanie hat, yes, and I didn't.
And the tan smile, right? I mean, this guy. I mean, it wouldn't be my favorite pine, and I wouldn't have expected it. But he's ranked in like the low, like 500s or something.
516, yeah. And so my thing too is I opened up not a spectacular one. I think last Sunday, like a week before, whatever. I was pressing my luck after the Guardian, and I got a green tracksuit like the Squid Game.
Yeah.
My first one, haven't owned one, so I'm trying to get as many different unique traits as I can. I think that's like my goal now. So
you don't have them all?
Of course not. But so I picked up the tracksuit. Nothing on the Bond was. I already had everything on there, so that one is weird. The one that I like the most. However, the beanie, with the hot dog thing, right? I actually already had one of those faces before, though.
You had one of the what?
I had the the tan smile. I already had.
Oh, okay, yep.
But the Dracula with the
right, Aladdin. Yep.
Aladdin, Dracula,
and the mummy wraps,
and the white mummy wraps.
Yep.
I did not previously own. So it was a big pickup the past week for unique traits. So shout out to me, I guess.
Well, I'm sure we'll all be witnessing the parade of a new challenge here in the near future.
Right. If I can get the mummy wrap challenge, you just need to get the blue. Also, too, I believe that takes me up to 79 cans opened, and I believe the current record is 81 cans opened. So,
that's in your sights for sure, as well as being number 1 overall holder at this point. That's got to be on your list of.
It's on there. I'm top 4 right now, but I'm so humble that I know where I came from.
I'm just wondering, do I get like a referral fee on this? You know what I mean?
This is all your fault.
It is. It truly is. But I'm too humble to take credit or a referral fee for it.
Perfect. And I'm too humble to ask.
There you go. Speaking of referral fees, we got our play going. They kind of cut down the referral fees, but hey, whatever. They got the multipliers running,
Yeah, and
so
cruising.
That was a nice one. Yeah, sure. And Wednesday they actually doubled up the watch parties, so now you can get 2 watch parties if you're on the East Coast. It's 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. and each one is worth 500 RPlay just for joining that, plus whatever you earn.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's coming in hot and steady now. It was because what happened was they which is fine. They limited before you could have up to 5, and now you can have up to whatever, but you're only going to get only
earn it on one.
RPlay on one.
Right.
So which is
fair.
Which is fair. But the multipliers weren't working, but now the multipliers are working. So
they're working like a charm for sure. I'm personally surprised that the 10 per hour rate has held up even through the weekend. Seems like everyone's watching the psycho picks, and if you got these multipliers, math is not that hard.
Yeah, I watched the Body Snatchers a couple times. That's pretty good. I don't know if you caught that one.
I have, of course. It's on the cycle list. Yeah.
That might be my favorite one. But there is some good ones on there. So
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. It's not. I mean, it's not anything that I'd sit down and probably pick out to watch in the first place. But seeing as the extra benefit goes to watching that one, that's what I'm watching.
Well, yeah. Can I just say one more thing though, too?
Yeah, please.
They kind of fit the season with the American Halloween coming up, as the kids say.
Yeah, absolutely, that's true.
And these are classics that I've never seen before, so that's kind of cool to getting to check them out. So
yeah, absolutely. Now I'm just waiting on my sizzle popcorn to really enjoy these movies. Did you get yours yet?
I did not. No. Eagerly awaiting.
Yeah, and I know everyone's eagerly awaiting the popcorn power rankings too. So we'll be sure to have that.
And didn't you share? Didn't NEC purchase a bunch? After
NEC did purchase a bunch, and he said that they can thank us for that.
Yeah, and side note, can I just share this? Well, I'm going to share it anyway, but usually we get so excited when we have different guests on, and usually they're NFT projects, which Sizzle Popcorn is an NFT project, obviously. So usually we go out, me and you, we don't even tell each other, but we wind up commenting about it. We usually purchase NFTs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then so this time we purchased popcorn, which one was a lot cheaper than usually what we spend, which is good. And I got a feeling it's gonna taste great. So
I have a feeling though it might end up being more than a one-time purchase. So to be continued on whether it's cheaper than an NFT or not.
First initial purchase, TBD.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Which was cool. I don't know if you saw this. Crypto Sherpa.
I did, only because you threw it in my direction.
Yeah. So I check YouTube occasionally and to see if we come up, and usually what comes up when I put Pop and Mags in YouTube is like some firearms videos. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, I put it on and I searched us, occasionally, and that's what comes up. So this time, a Crypto Sherpa came up, and he's got a very cool short, so it's not too long, YouTube videos on different cryptos, but he basically does a few Theta related ones, and he goes over the space, and he covers us, and he has a video with us featured in the thumbnail and talks about us, which is super cool. So
incredible.
Hey, guys and girls, feel free to check him out, Crypto Sherpa, and like and subscribe, especially our video. You know?
Shout out to Crypto Sherpa.
So that was the most welcome news of the week. I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm gonna have to. Okay, so there was similar. I'm
not
for
sure Pops and Mags. I'm not talking about Sheriff and Pop.
You're not talking individual. You're talking us as a unit.
As a Pinecast. Right?
Okay, sure. That works. But on an individual basis, I'm not sure if you saw what dropped in your wallet on Friday.
I did, a day early.
It was a day early because the cutoff date was on Saturday and we wouldn't have got them till Monday. So the Symbiote creative team pushed to get these Collision Primes dropped on Friday, and what a welcome surprise, to be honest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So pretty
Very
cool.
nice. Yeah, they look awesome again.
Yeah, they definitely look awesome. And did you read what it is? Like what they do?
I glanced at it. There was something about a shield.
Yeah, so it's right now they're for the base character, and it's a shield that you can generate that other people cannot shoot through, but you can shoot through and get other people.
Oh, cool.
But it looks like it's one of those things, kind of like the Inferno. So an Inferno round from another person would go through this shield. Nothing stopping the Inferno round. But like the Inferno, it seems like it's only something you can use for a limited amount of time. I don't know if it impacts your health like using the Inferno does, but hey, it's like another cool feature adding into this game of that looking forward to seeing it in action for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it, and these VROAs keep dropping, and it's great.
They're very welcome. Yeah.
Definitely.
Speaking of dropping, I saw some people got some drops of spooky cartridges this week.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Do you have any idea what that's about? I really have. I'm not sure where these came from, how they came about.
I don't know if this is going to. All right. There's a bunch of stuff to unpack with this.
Okay.
So these cartridges came Friday night. There was almost like a Theta TV. Not almost. Theta TV was doing a promotion. So the Creators Club is involved with Theta TV. Like it's Theta TV's like NFT on Thetadrop, right? So they had that. There's been some, and I'm a big fan of the art on that, but I don't believe, I can't see this utility coming. And then so what happened is, you go onto somebody's stream and you wave, and it seemed like every creator who was streaming got 30 crates to give away, these Halloween crates. So they look like they replaced the summer crates that we've been getting on Theta TV.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yep. And so anyways, when you know how like when you redeem it, you spin it and it lands on something. Well, yeah. So there's some cool emotes that came out with that. Like I got like a skeleton teddy, I think. But you could hit a cartridge, and I think it would give you a code that you could redeem to get the cartridge on Thetadrop.
Oh, okay.
I think it's one of those. And so there's these Halloween ones, and they look cool, but I'm just confused what the future utility is going to be, because I don't know what the future utility has been on the original ones. So I saw a little heartburn on the boards about, like, one, not knowing what this is, and two, it kind of was just popped on us. I felt like I should have sent you a message, because I hopped in a bunch of streams to get some of these crates.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you.
So once again, my humblest apologies, as always.
Yeah, I got none. Thank you.
Well, I didn't get any either, but I did get some of the cool.
I got none of the cool stuff either. I got none.
Right.
So thank you.
Well, yeah. So sorry about that, but yeah. So I think it's
okay.
Cool,
so that's where they came from. All right.
Doing that. That's where they came from. Now, I don't know. I don't know what the point is, because let's just mention this real quick. So the Creators Club, apparently there was a cooking contest where they took pictures on Theta TV.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't think we've mentioned this, right?
No, I don't know too much about it either, but I heard some background noise about it.
So a bunch of people posted like dishes that they prepared.
Yeah.
And they got voted on, and then voting closed. And then I think like 2 weeks went by. They were supposed to announce who the winner was. I know founder of Kyle Coin. I know Kyle got called out on the boards saying, "Hey, what's going on with this?"
Yeah.
And nothing happened. Eventually, and I know, was it Theta Max? Basically,
I saw him. Yep.
He didn't have any faith anything was going to happen. I guess he was giving out some of his NFTs on Open Theta because nobody was responding even to him.
Yep.
And others, and then eventually they dropped 3 cartridges, I believe, which would be part of the original Creators Club, and into the winners' accounts, I guess. So I know one of the winners who received one. Let me know that he or she received it. So,
Gotcha.
But yeah, so there's that. They don't even say anything, and then they just kind of dropped them. And then now all of a sudden there's these Halloween ones, and there's only like 400 something of them.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, like you said, I don't know what the future utility of these things was or is going to be. I mean, I don't mind that Theta TV streamers were able to earn from this. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I also know quite a few people that spent a lot of money on these things, and there was a promise of future utility to these things, and right now, I mean, not that everything is going to be known immediately, but dropping
nothing
more
is out.
Like
and
dropping more is not future utility.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not. And like, I guess, I don't know if they put stuff on the Theta TV Discord, but I don't know why they don't have their own Discord. I don't know why they don't have their own Twitter page, because it's, you know what I mean? It's a project within a project, I guess. So nothing's getting out about it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, kind of speaking along terms of cook-off, there was some hot debating this past week on Twitter because of my stance with ketchup, and I found I became completely repulsed of people's love of mayonnaise. What is that about? Are you a big mayo guy?
I do enjoy mayo.
Okay, but do you enjoy mayo as a dip, like just plain mayo?
Well, you
dip in fries in it.
You take some mayo, which you don't like, and you take some ketchup, which you don't like.
And
you put them together,
stop.
And you got some Thousand Island. Delicious.
I'm not talking about mayonnaise as an ingredient. I'm talking about a mayonnaise. You just have a little cup of mayonnaise. Are you dipping your fries in it?
I'm not. No,
I'm not either. It seems like I don't know. I feel like we're in the minority here.
Well, don't let me with you. If they want to dip fries in mayo, then let them dip.
So be it. So be it. I'm not. Listen, so be it. But I'm not doing that. And trust me, like, mayonnaise is a great foundational ingredient for a lot of sauces. I understand that, and that's fine.
Did you see Endgame, that big Marvel movie a couple years ago?
I don't think that I did.
So it was real quick, spoiler alert in case anyone doesn't know. So they had the Infinity War, which was like part 1, and then part 2. Iron Man dies. That's the spoiler alert. But anyways, Thanos snapped his fingers, and half the universe's population just disintegrated, essentially. Right? I'm sure you've probably seen like memes or stuff, right? Like the snap. Well, so the guy with the bow and arrow on the Avengers.
Yep.
He wasn't in Infinity War. He was in an Endgame, and his whole family at the beginning, it showed what happened to his family. They all got, well, it didn't show, they all got snapped, and he was the only one left. So he, with his kids and his wife, they're all gone. The reason I bring that up is while they were sitting down, they were having like a cookout outside, or they were just having dinner outside. It was summertime or something. Yeah. And their hot dogs they were preparing with mayo on the hot dogs. Come on. I swear to God. I don't even, the mom, I believe, was putting mayo on the hot dogs. So that was kind of like, oh, what the heck's up with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess I could see a little, yeah. I mean, I could have, it's not, I don't want to bring it up. I'm just going to let you take the brunt of this on Twitter. So.
So this week I actually made, it was like some kind of like sriracha sauce that was mayonnaise and like this sriracha, and you mix it up, and together I'm talking delicious. But because of this conversation that was being had on Twitter, before I mixed the sriracha in, I dipped my finger in the mayonnaise and just tried a little bit of it, and I can't. I'm not ever doing that again.
Have you ever had like BLTs?
Of course I have, but that's on a sandwich. That's different.
Oh, no. Can I ask you a question while we're on the topic of mayo?
Yeah.
This rages at my parents' house is, do you use mayo or do you use Miracle Whip?
I don't really like either of them.
Oh, really?
Quite honest. Yeah. But I would go Mayo over Miracle Whip.
Yeah, that's my take on it too. It's why you messing with the Mayo?
But, yeah, I'm talking like if it's going on a BLT, it's going on like I'm putting less than like if I was buttering bread, I'd put more butter on it than I'd put mayo.
Sure. Yeah, and I would, and technically mine wouldn't be a BLT because I'd throw the T out.
And we're on the same page on the T's for sure, which is unfortunate.
It definitely.
But so I just did want to bring up the Thetadrop vote that officially failed. Well, it officially failed. I guess
I spoke out of turn then. I spoke out of turn last week when I said it failed with 50 million.
Well, it was about to fail. Yeah, it was about to fail. And this week it officially failed at 52 million to 0. Okay.
Right.
Which, you know, hey, whatever. They didn't make what they needed to. I just find it, you know, seems like the rules need to change a little bit. However, maybe are they getting a little hint here? And did you see the challenge that got posted? I know you did.
Oh, the one I got?
Yeah.
Yes.
So are they looking for new ways to get rid of the Thetadrop to try to catch up with what they're doing?
I don't think
the 2D challenge.
No, they're not that smart to come up with that. Because from what Little Birdie told me, confidential source, friend of the Pinecast, told me, so that other drop that we didn't know, that pet drop, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Pet Collective or something.
Pet Collective, right? Not Pet to Tech Collective, right? Apparently they posted their challenges before the drop, and by the time they dropped, they changed the challenges down in rewards.
I think we did bring this up last week.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
I mean, we'll just have to take his word for it. I didn't notice that. But
okay.
I'm not saying it didn't happen.
I think it happened, but
I think you're probably right. Yeah.
But anyways, I'm saying no, they didn't take, because they've done some of these before. Like they had the
they have. This one happened to be 4,000 Thetadrop though.
What was the generative challenge? 1,000?
I believe they've been 1,000 in the past. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's funny because like basically weren't they looking to 4 times the rewards?
Yeah. Hey, if they 4x everything, we'll go from this lasting 200 years to 50 years.
Yeah.
Still got a little ways to go unless we get some mass global adoption here on Thetadrop.
But
1 million transactions a day.
The takeaway with this, okay, once again, the takeaway is this: the people that control the majority of the votes, they don't see a benefit in it, which is Theta Labs, and so they don't want to give people more of what they deserve. And then also they're basically putting it's like Seinfeld when they tried to give the homeless people the bagels. They were giving them like day old bagels and sprinkling a few of the new ones on top, but they digged around for the good ones. So what they're doing is they're enticing people with these bagels on Thetadrop. Hey, keep your Thetadrop on here for these, BS rewards.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on. That's what they're doing to people. And it's also too, honestly, and I've mentioned this too before, I think it's taken away from sales, all these T fuel only, so USD, people want the T fuel. Everyone wants the T fuel. So
yeah,
if everyone had it where it didn't matter, they got whatever, then I think there'd be a lot more sales. So, but I'm not the Ed Wizard over there who comes up with that stuff. That's above my pay grade. But they're hurting themselves and they're hurting the community, and they're not bringing anyone in except a couple people maybe from India. But that's my guy.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully things change. And honestly, I just like all of the Thetadrop that is currently posted on Thetadrop, in order to get these VIP rewards. Even if everyone took that off, that's not 450 million. We're still. I
don't know that, but I'll
come on.
Probably guess
it's not even close. It's not even close. But yeah.
Not gonna make
so. Hey, I don't know if you've seen all these the pumpkin apple entries that are being made for the Secret Pineapple Society giveaway.
Of course, I posted one. I'm going to be posting some more too. Definitely.
I think that there's been quite a few that have been posted in there. I was scrolling through the other day, and I love how everyone is coming out and doing this. It's very cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of originality, and
there's a few that stick out. I'm not gonna mention any of them.
Can I ask a question about this? Like for your opinion. So it's a Halloween costume contest,
right?
Okay, so is there a difference between a Halloween contest where you dress up your pines like you would, or versus making a completely different thing of art that wouldn't be a costume?
There is. I
background,
agree.
right?
I agree with you, because it was a costume contest. So I'm looking at the ones that are kind of taking their base pine and putting a costume on them as the real entries. I mean, I'm not about to take, like, I own the mutant from Mega, right? That's mine.
Right.
Just based on what other people are putting in there, I could put that one in there, but I don't think that would qualify. It's not it's not my pine in costume. So when I'm as a pine mudra holder, I will be looking at ones that are in a costume.
Right.
It's not an art contest. It's a costume contest.
Right, and I'm saying the art's great, but
the art is awesome.
Yeah,
I agree.
Right,
they're awesome to look at.
Because so and some people are a lot more talented than other people when it comes to that stuff.
Absolutely.
But it should be, when I was in 4th grade, I won a Halloween costume contest dressed up as a toilet. True story. But you know what I mean? So like these are like professional. These are like, professional costumes with enhanced headshots, probably taken by not young Hollywood. So so I agree. I mean, I just wanted to get your take on that too. I'm interested in the community's take as well.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I have no doubt that whoever wins this thing is completely worthy, and I'm just excited to see everyone that's posting in there. Got a lot of traction, so it was pretty cool.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you got anything else you want to bring up?
No, I think I got it with this. Nailed it.
Awesome. Well, guys, stay tuned. We got our guest this week is Open Theta creator with some big plans for the future. One of the original Guardians of Theta, right? Did that get in there?
Yes.
And also known as Mr. Theta Vibes.
After these messages.
This week's episode is brought to you by Sizzle Popcorn. Visit them at sizzlepopcorn.com and grab some popcorn in your choice of flavor. Lightly salted, cheddar, maple syrup, salt and vinegar, Mexican chili, and even ketchup? Is that serious? The perfect snack for gamers, streamers, and everyone earning our play at rewarded.tv. Also take a look on Thetadrop.com to find their NFTs.
Papa Max Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest, you may know them as nobody has a node like you do. Nobody has the vibes like you do. Well, that's it.
That was awesome.
That was bad.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that, but you turned it around quick. That was good.
Like it.
Well, I figured it's got the vibes, and and it combined the vibes and Guardians of Theta, the best of both worlds, right?
Absolutely.
Nice little tune.
That is my poor performance, and I think we'll leave that in. So
yeah, absolutely.
So
if
Guardians
you didn't catch
of Theta,
that,
Theta Vibes, welcome to the Pinecast.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome to have you on, man. So, to me, you're one of the almost like one of the founding community guardian guys, right?
Yeah, I was one of the first 300 nodes, and then I think I might have been the first to actually reply to Wes when they mentioned it in Slack if anybody wanted to host a node for the community.
Wow. So, I mean, I've heard of the unofficial Telegram, but this is the first I'm hearing of Slack. How long ago was that?
At least 2018.
All right.
Somewhere.
Wow. So do you come from a technical background that you were able to pick up on this stuff, or how did you fall into this?
I'm a chef who doesn't want to work nights and weekends for the rest of his life. Had to find a way out, and Theta was the ticket.
How did you first hear about Theta? Like, how did you get into Theta?
Of course, where I would imagine most people have, through JSNP and Bix.
Okay.
Michelle Whitedove's predictions said, yeah, 1,000 would be amazing.
So that was back that far too, huh?
Yeah, back when they were giving out T-Fuel airdrops by the handful, rewarding you for staking early, testing.
Which marketplace were you using back then to get your Theta?
Binance, and then I got grandfathered in for a while before the
Binance. Yeah, okay. So before Binance became Binance US.
Right, and then
Gotcha.
They shut off Theta trading. But if you had an account before that date, you got grandfathered in.
Oh, nice. So they shut off the trading, but you were able to keep your Theta on there and get it off
for a while.
Yeah, we almost ran into an issue with that. I had a Binance account as well, and I had some coins on there, and it was like I woke up to it. I think it was like a week or two before the cutoff to get them off of there, and thankfully I got them off in time before. Right. I don't know what they would have done, but yeah, disaster averted on that.
Right.
So yeah, cool. So then you just came up with the name Guardians of Theta from there, huh? And you rolled with, that's what you rolled with for a while?
Yeah, I had my full name, I believe, in the Slack channel, and
okay.
As soon as, actually, it was before they made that announcement, I had just changed it. Like, maybe I shouldn't have my full real name in here. And Guardians of Theta is what I made it, something simple, and then they made me a delegate node, so it stuck.
Nice.
Started the branding around it, built a website.
So how does this work on your end? Do you have like a bunch of servers that you're running, or what's going on over there? How does I have no idea how this works.
Right, I've got friends and family all over the country that run nodes for me for a small T-Fuel fee every month.
Oh, cool.
And then
are they running mirrored, or are they all separate?
Yeah, no, it's all
mirrored. Oh, nice. All right, so you got backups.
Right. Like in Florida recently, my family members went down, and that's okay because we got plenty more. And I've also got it backed up to a professional company has a backup copy of it as well. They have backup power and internet. So even if power goes off, the generators kick on. I believe there's somebody there 24/7.
Where are you as far as being like maxed out on what you can do?
I feel comfortable where we're at now. I've got the company with the backup, so I sleep very well at night knowing my node's running at all times.
So if someone wanted to come and dump a bunch of more Theta in your lap, you'd be able to handle it?
Oh yeah. It's all connected to one node.
All right.
And it will be on forever unless we have a EMP. They don't have a backup for that. I'd like to get Starlink at some point, and I've got my own solar generator, but if I had the combination of those two, eventually I'll be able to guarantee it, even though I don't know if EMP would react negatively with this.
Yeah, well, we'll have some big time issues if that happens.
Right. Yeah, I don't think anyone their guardian node if that's the case.
Yeah. Where's my T-Fuel?
First EMP reference on the show so far, so that's a big milestone.
Yeah. Do you also do Elite Edge node hosting too?
I do. That is.
You do that.
Yeah. So the Guardian node's 0%, and the T-Fuel was recently raised to 2% fee because I do have all of those backed up as well, and it just gets a little expensive. Not breaking even at the moment on that.
That's still lower than most people charge, because I've seen 3% and 4% for that that I've used before. So that's a lot better.
I think Theta Bros has 1%, but they are. I think they might be full. I'm not exactly sure about that though.
And they're a bunch of bros.
Right.
Right.
They're good people. I've reached out to them a few times.
So what's the what's in it for you if you're losing money on the elite edge nodes?
The clout.
just being that go-to guy in the community.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Great group.
I'm assuming you more than make up for it with the Guardians.
Well, not yet, because that's also 0% free.
Oh, right.
So it's just for fun right now. As long as I can make ends meet, I'm happy.
Okay. Wow, so
also,
you are just doing this to be a good guy.
Right? No. I've also got some Theta at 10 cents and 12 cents, so I've got a little bit of extra money. It's not that expensive.
Cool. Well, that's very cool. I just recently started running my own edge node at home. Just one. So, but it's cool. Doing my service to the network.
Right. I wish somebody would let me know. I'm not too sure. I think staking to a node actually pays better on an edge node. You get more jobs, is what I think I heard.
Oh, really? So I basically started doing it after there was some kind of change that went through and jobs started to pick up. I mean, the amount that you're getting for monthly payouts for actually running the node is like a joke, not hardly anything. But I mean, I do stake to it, so that makes it worth it. But if somebody didn't have a decent chunk of T fuel, then there's really no point of running an edge node. That was something I brought up before. It's like I feel like you should get more of that earnings for running the edge node than you should for staking to it. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's probably a reason why.
Yeah, we're in beta still, and the jobs haven't quite started flowing in yet. But I feel like replay will help pick that up soon, and and we'll be off to the races hopefully.
So are you big into Imagine Replay?
Yeah, I like them. I haven't had the time to. I've got it set up now. We're earning now.
Nice. Did you grab any of the Psycho KO multipliers as well?
Oh yeah, a couple packs.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I did the same thing. They actually started the multiplying today on that.
Nice. Psycho's picks.
Yep. So get them connected. Get your Theta wallet connected to it, and watch some Psycho picks, and
Where's that list?
Earn a nice chunk. It's right on the main page there. So if you go onto the main page, at the top is like live events, and then right underneath that it says Psycho KO's picks.
Sweet. Yeah, I've talked to Krish a couple of times in DMs, hoping he said he'd be able to, or that they would be interested in my project, having it on replay.
Cool. I saw this week that they mentioned something about like music and possibly even a Pinecast. I don't know. I just, I heard it. I heard it, and I think it was actually Charizard that mentioned it. But it got some Papa Mags emojis on it, so I felt
I'd much rather
there was like 2 or 3 people.
I'd much rather listen to it on replay and get rewarded instead of Podbean.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, definitely.
Exactly.
Our numbers would be through the roof, and that URP episode might be the biggest episode ever.
I would even listen to us.
You used to.
I did used to, yes, I did. Oh man. So yeah, dude. So I know you're gonna be at ThetaCon, right?
Oh yeah.
And I saw on Twitter a little while back a little swag bag that you had set up for everyone.
Right.
So what's that all about?
Just trying to get the brand out there, get some merch into people's hands, try to get a few new fans out of it maybe. So if you own one Theta Vibes NFT, you'll get a swag bag with about $100 worth of retail stuff in it.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. So just in case anybody didn't know, you had a drop on Open Theta. It's still live, right? And basically it's music NFTs, correct?
Music video NFTs, yes sir.
Music video. Very cool. Yeah, so that's the first of its kind that I'm aware of.
Yeah, it was the first on Theta Network.
Was that using the Theta API?
Yeah, so that's how that came about. I was building my website for Guardians of Theta and was uploaded a video to Theta Video API to test it out, plugged it into my website, and I was just exploring the the website Theta Video API and just contemplating how I can utilize this technology. And so I came up with the idea of music video NFTs and reached out to Open Theta, and they liked the idea, and Theta Vibes was born.
Very cool. So I know you sent over, I was on the Discord and saw the link to the new kind of website that you were doing, and I had all intentions of watching that, and I got through like the first couple minutes, and I noticed that you were talking about staking. So this is staking of those NFTs?
Right. Full disclosure warning. Anything I talk about is the plan currently, but I am in talks with some investors plans could possibly change. So take everything I say with a grain.
Not financial advice.
Right. But for now, I've got a very well thought out plan in my head.
Theta Vibes, I hate to be a downer, but I was looking at the Theta ecosystem page and I didn't see you listed there. That is ridiculous.
What's up with that?
Well, it's definitely ridiculous because God Mode Unlocked is still there.
Right.
A podcast that ended in January 2021, but Theta Vibes.
And this guy's got a Guardians.
Is not on there. So
I feel like when project evolves a little bit more, it might be there.
So is this right? So I was looking a little bit at your NFTs on Open Theta that you'll be able to stake them and earn T Vibe. Is that right?
Sir.
Well, that's cool.
So also too, I just want to ask about this. So I was looking at some of the stuff you had out, and this 8K 3D 180 VR.
Yeah, 4K
endless gallery.
3D.
4K. I thought I read 8K.
No,
maybe I doubled the K.
It is 8K, but I tested out 4K 360 and it was garbage. I'd say worse than 1080p. So you have to get a 8K or higher to be decent quality 3D video.
Okay.
And we're gonna do spatial audio when you're viewing the 180 VR. It'll depending on your orientation, you'll be able to hear the sounds from all over. If you turn your back to it, you'll hear it behind you. Pretty cool technology.
Whoa! So these are your NFTs that do that?
No, that'll be the 3D live concert. So no guarantees. I'd like to premiere it on replay.
Oh, wow, cool.
So every month, if you own a Theta Vibes NFT, you'll be able to view that monthly premiered content. For instance, on replay, or if that doesn't work out, maybe Theta TV. They've got NFT streaming coming. So I can premiere that on Theta TV as well.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
And then if you want to own it forever, then that's when you would spend your TV to buy it.
Gotcha. So just to educate you, if something is like, instead of saying soon, just say in a couple weeks or in a few weeks, because
no.
The standard's been set that means 150 days ish.
Take your cue. Take your cue from Not Young Hollywood, because everything is coming soon.
Right.
And
no, I'm glad I have him to remind me of that.
Me too.
Theta Vibes, aka Guardians of Theta, or aka reverse that, right?
Right.
So apparently, and Popper reminded me of this. Apparently, we've done business before.
Yes, you have.
Did you know this?
It's news to me.
So
on Thetadrop.
We did it on Thetadrop. You actually won a contest.
Yeah.
The new Pine Madness.
Right. 2.
Right. So you won the purple pineapple with the half pineapple.
It's a beautiful pine. Thank you very much.
But so congratulations on that. On that massive win and taking that down. But yeah, Sheriff, because I think the Theta Vibes and the Guardians of Theta was throwing me off. I thought that was two separate things, even though technically I guess it is kind of separate, but it's also the same dude. And I could say that
it's like Magnum and Pig Viking.
Same thing.
No, it's not Magnum and Pig Viking.
No.
All right. Jeez.
I've got a lot of pineapple, or a lot for me anyways. I think 5 or 6, something like that, maybe 7.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to promise anything, but I will be able to do giveaways in the Discord soon for holders.
Oh,
My
cool.
dad needs to hook it up. It's already been built. It just needs to be hooked up to a website portal.
And that's the one you're working on right now, right? With the updates that you've been given. Cool.
Right.
I mean, it looks good. I did catch a bit of it and just saw how it looks and the coloring and everything. It looks nice.
Thank you.
I tried to go on to thetavibes.io, but it wouldn't.
Right. The website's not hooked up yet. We are doing testnet soon. Yeah, we're doing testnet soon. And so I will need a couple of beta testers if anybody's interested.
Well, we're in beta.
Right.
Thetadrop's definitely in beta.
Popper, if we ever had, website, it could be papamags.io, because we would IO a lot of people an apology.
Oh,
that's we had to fit some of these bad puns in there. We're contractually obligated there, so sorry about that.
That's true. That is true. So I know you're kind of a big into poker, right?
Oh, yeah, fun stuff.
So you're a big time Zilla poker pretty much every Friday night. I feel like you've been in there.
Yeah, I got to cut back and balance the work life. So that's my one time of the week I really get to have fun.
Gotcha. Yeah, I try to get on there every once in a while when I can, but usually the big game where you guys are all playing for the Zillas is the first one, and that's when I can't make it. So I miss out on that, but I'm not as humble as Mag, so I'm totally going to take credit for that idea. I don't know if Theta Zilla Club told you it was his idea, but it was not. That was all my idea, to create some kind of a poker game where the Zillas were the buy-in. So props to him. He made it happen. I would totally play for Zillas. I got a few of those. And
if you can make it to the second game, we usually do those for Zillas too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
you guys, is it just his normal setup for the first game, or does he go a little more? Okay, so
it's the same.
Okay, that's not a bad setup.
Third game is usually for fun though.
Yeah.
But to get Sheriff in on the action, I'm sure we could all go in one more time.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody, it can always just be a side bet too of whoever lasts longer or however it is. But yeah, are you a poker guy like outside of that? Are you?
It's been my favorite thing to do at the casino for sure. Since I was allowed to go in one. Speaking of casinos, I love the Theta Bulls. I've won a $2,000 laptop from them, and more recently a $500 drone for
what?
About a couple $100.
All right, wow.
Wait, can you explain to the audience about how that works?
So instead of going to the casino where the house always wins, you can stay in the comfort of your home and play about a 50-50 chance NFT Theta Bulls game, and you can actually clean up if you get on a roll. I think I made $200 worth of bulls one night.
So there's 3 different modes you can play, right? There's the cheap, I'm afraid mode where you play against a computer and you get like fake points.
Still win.
Yeah, but they're like fake points, right?
Well, you can get a free NFT out of that.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll bite my tongue. I didn't know that.
I think I've got number 2.
Nice.
Of one of them.
So then there's the second mode is you play for bulls, right? So if you beat your buddy, you take his bull.
Right. And that's where I cleaned up once. $200 one night.
And then there's the third mode though, where the third mode is where you won it, right? Where you're playing against somebody else and whoever loses burns their bull.
Yep, their bull gets sent to an NFT burn wallet forever.
And that's when you go on Thetadrop Rarity, you can actually see those ones that are burned. It's pretty cool.
Right. Big fire sign on them.
Yep, burned, right? And just like they look like they're burned from the back, like a card got burned.
Right.
It's pretty neat. Is this a monthly giveaway that they're doing for like points in that?
It's a total time running at any time. You can go get those points and get it as long as it's available in the shop. A couple of VR Oculus headsets left in the shop at the moment.
Okay, so you're earning like diamond points in that manner, and you can spend those points at the shop.
Right.
Gotcha. I thought there was some kind of like you won the most in a certain month, so you got that laptop.
Nope, it's perpetually running.
Okay, so it's just you earn, and then you spend them.
Right.
So which is your favorite mode to play?
The hardcore, because especially if you can sweep up bulls off the floor under mint price.
Right.
That's how I got a good deal. I went and swept the whole floor and didn't even have to mint them all. But even if you do, it can still be worth it. You just gotta get lucky and win the games.
So it's not all luck, though, right? There is a bit of
there's a small
so there's
tactical,
right. So there is like if your bull is rare, both I think a little bit
and some skill.
Yeah,
you got to press the space bar at the right time to try to increase your chance of blocking that attack.
Right. So it's total luck what number you roll.
Right.
But there's the ability to hit the space bar in the green zone and have a chance of blocking.
Yes, I could be wrong, but I think you have a higher chance of blocking the lower the edition number or rarity number.
Right, exactly. So the more rare your bull is, the better your chances are of blocking. Right. So there is a small reason to use an expensive bull or a rare bull, but it's odd. It's all odds. It's like, you can get your money in good in poker and still lose.
Yeah, I've seen a good one lose to a bad one plenty of times.
Yeah. So I don't think, I didn't understand it at first when I was playing it. I played just the easy level first, trying to figure this thing out. And I was like, what is going on here? And then I read into it more, and it makes a little more sense because the more rare the bull, the more likely you are to block it when you hit the green.
Right.
But it's still just a chance. And so how many bulls have you had to burn?
I think they're up to about 150 or more now, maybe closer to 200 bulls
that have been burned in total.
I think so. And
wow.
me and my brother trees are probably the bulk of that.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. It almost makes sense to play against your brother, and one of you is going to win, right?
Right.
Wow. All right. So I was actually going to bring that up because I do remember that I thought you won the laptop, but that was a Frederick de Klerk effect, right?
Well, technically I did win it. If somebody would have beat me to the punch, they could have got it. But
right. But it wasn't like a contest. You won right. the coins and then you bought it. Cool.
Did you just have an FW de Klerk moment, Sheriff?
Yeah, that's what I tried to hit, man.
That's
okay.
I said Frederick.
What's the other word for that?
Well, he was going Mandela effect, and he threw it over my head.
Wait, what? Mandela effect?
You don't like that?
Man, never heard that.
Yeah. Only URP can keep up with Mags.
Yeah, I never heard that. That must be another FWD de Klerk effect. Mandela effect. Okay. Not sure about that, but okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you're big in. So we know you got Zillows. We know you got Theta Bulls. What else you went to on Open Theta?
Really, all of it.
Yeah.
As much as I can afford.
What about Thetadrop?
Really all of it, as much as I can afford. I missed out on a couple drops that hurt, but I was about to ape in a month or two ago into the Ivory Jones NFTs, but
the symbiotes.
Yeah, I just got a little too priced out.
Gotcha.
It's hard to spend a couple grand in a bear market.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And I
would have done it, but I've spent probably close to 30 to 35K on my advancing my own project at the moment.
Gotcha. Okay.
Otherwise, I would have.
All right. Yeah, no, I completely understand. I mean, even, just trying to keep on top of all of this stuff let alone how much it costs, is next to impossible. You end up with stuff and it's like, man, what's going on with this project? Just been sitting here in my pocket for a while. No idea what's going on.
If it wasn't for the ton of work I'm doing on my own project, I'd definitely be more involved in other Discords.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother story too, right? Because everybody's got a Discord and
keep up with everything.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. You end up gravitating towards a couple of them, and then in the rest, it's just like if you get a notification, you get pulled into there.
Right.
There was one that I helped to kind of set up at the beginning, and I was put as a mod in the thing, and then it just I still have the NFTs, but I just I got pulled into, I was helping out with a different project, and it's just, it's just impossible to keep up with all this stuff. And we all have lives outside of this as well. So trying to balance everything isn't always easy.
It is pretty wild.
So are you still actively working as a chef?
No, I'm lucky. I've got a job where I work 2 or 3 days a week, so I can spend a lot of time on this project.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that was basically everything I had. I mean, what I know you kind of gave us a little teaser about what you got going on, possibly coming up, which is very cool. I don't know, is there any place else you want to steer the conversation?
Just that I'd like to maybe get a $40,000 360-degree camera in the future.
Whoa.
Also going to be the camera equipment's not cheap at all.
So that's that's what you're going to use to actually film concerts?
Yeah, either if the market can go back up, or we'll do both. So we already got 2 cameras now. What's one more camera, right? So we'll do all 3 of them. We'll have a 180 version, a 360 version, and then we'll have a 2D version. And but that's either if the market turns around and goes back up, then we could be able to afford that camera upgrade. So could upgrade my current 180 camera. It wasn't cheap, but there's a nicer $40,000 option out there as well for that. If the market would go back up, I could afford it. I've got plenty of Theta, either that or if the project takes off, plan to do a lot of advertising. Maybe a billboard in Times Square. It's pretty cheap ads nowadays, I heard.
Really?
Yeah, about $10 a day. You can get an ad in Times Square.
Oh, one of those for $10?
Right. Now I'm not sure if that's per play. It might be per play, but
yeah,
might also be per day. I mean, even at per play, you're talking multiple times a day, 10, 20, 100 times a day.
Right.
$1,000 to be in Times Square for a day.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I definitely have been there plenty of times. Overwhelming, and some of the ads are coming out with now are crazy. Like, just like becoming so realistic on some things. It's wild.
Yeah, I saw that. What was it? The Resident Evil.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing escaping. Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. Are you a gamer as well, or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't have as much time as I used to for it, but I still get it in sometimes.
What's your game of choice? What kind?
Any kind of shooter, whether it's Call of Duty or Halo or Fortnite.
All right. Well, if that's the case, you might want to consider at some point getting into the Symbiote drop, because he's got a shooter game coming out.
Yeah, I need to check it out again.
Yeah.
See what the cheapest option might be.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of leaks, teasers from it.
Yeah, there's been a few around. There's more coming, I'm sure, because we're coming into a season here. So
it looks like the type of game I would excel at.
Okay, it looks like the type of game that I would not excel at all. And I know that Thetazilla Club thinks he's the best at it, so I just hope somebody whoops on him.
Challenge accepted. I'll have to figure it out.
Nice.
Zilla's pretty good at Halo though, so I don't know. That might be tough.
Yeah, he seems to think he's pretty good at everything.
He is pretty good though.
Can't take it away from him. But
right.
Cool. Well, man. Hey, we appreciate you coming by, hanging out, and getting to know you a little bit more. And hopefully we can help in some way to get a few more people into Discord, get some more excitement going, and see where you're going with this, because it seems like what you're doing is something that no one else is doing it, right?
Utilizing that Theta video API when my project.
That and the music videos, live concerts,
the edge is giving you guys jobs.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea how that works, but I appreciate that.
And doing all that, and not being a fully fledged ecosystem member. So, just
that's got to change. We got to get. I mean, we can't even fight for ourselves if Guardians isn't on there.
I have high hopes. I think we're all going to get there.
When we leave beta, we'll get there. In a few weeks.
All right. Thank you guys so much for having me on and letting me share.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, definitely. We appreciate it.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a treat at feedthecat.theta. Pops and Mags is a scumbag hat production in association with Kyle's Hot Tub.